Well, it's the 14th of April, it's Monday, and it's the day that I'd set aside that I was planning to get my first run of beans planted by, so that's what I'm going to do. I've got two that I'm going to be planting today, and I've had them soaking in water. The first one are from a bag that my friend, my late friend Ray Davis from Sudbury gave me, and I planted some last year and they were very successful. I still got some of those left over, so I'm going to do some of those. And then I've also brought some Scarlet Emperor, which I think might be the same as what I planted last year as well, so I'm going to plant some of them as well. If I get time, I'm also going to do a row of peas out in the garden itself. And then a week ago, I planted and put in the propagator some dahlia, and this is how they're doing so far at the moment. And then I also planted a tray of cosmos, and they're doing okay as well at the moment. And then I also did a tray of geranium, and they're coming through as well. So if I've got time again later, I'm going to do another tray of cosmos. The original geraniums that I planted, they're looking very good. Now, when it comes to the beans, I'm going to do exactly the same as I did last year, and I'm going to plant them in these which my friend Ray gave to me, and I will plant them with 3 rows of 5, and I've got 2 of these, and so I shall do the ones that Ray gave me in that one, and then the Scarlet Emperor in this one. Last year my runner beans were really good. I had a very good crop, same with the peas as well, but so far it's a bad start with the peas. That's why I planted some fresh ones in pots on this Saturday that's just gone, and that's why I will also plant some out in the garden if I get a chance today as well. I'll put them on the ground and then I'll water them afterwards when I've done the other tray as well. 5 of rays in there and then 1 of the other one, just to fill the tray up. I will use this tray to do some more cosmos. Now the ones that I planted last week I put into the propagator, but I'm not going to do that with this. I'm going to leave these out. I'm just going to sit them on the top of the propagator, and it'll be interesting to see how quick these germinate in comparison to the ones that I did last week. So last week planted them on the Monday and they started to show through on the Thursday, so 4 days. So it'll be interesting to see with this one as well. So I'll go outside now, and I won't do any talking outside because one of my neighbours is out busy doing something in their garden. But I'll set the one camera up and I'm going to do some more of the Oscar peas. The early Oscar. And what I'll do is I will put a row. I've got a row of broad beans where there's a space left. I'll finish that row off with some peas and then do another full row of peas beyond that as well. There, that's the row of peas done. That's some more of the Oscar and just a few at the end of the row of the runner beans. It's amazing that I've dug that garden over twice over the winter, and yet underneath where the compost is on the top, it's still very solid with the clay. So I've made sure that I've just gone over each of them with compost rather than with the actual clay soil. Hopefully that'll help them to push through okay. So I'm really at a standstill what I can do at the moment now. We desperately need some rain. We haven't had any yet. It's gone as if it's going to rain, but it's passed by and it hasn't rained, so the ground is very, very dry. So I'll just go around with the watering can now and water the beans that I've just planted and the peas as well, and then everything else that needs doing. I can just look up here at the carrots, and they seem to be doing okay, and everything else in the greenhouse is doing really well. I just want it to be a bit warmer now so that I can put these pots out, because they're taking up the space in here now. So that's it for today, and then I'll come out again in the week. I'll probably find something else that needs to be done. But it's Tuesday afternoon and I've come out into the garden. It's been an overcast day. We actually had some rain last night, which is the first time for a number of weeks, and so it's helped just to wet the garden up a little bit. I've been to Dobbers, I think it was yesterday, and I picked up some more of these clay pots. They're just £2.50 each, and I like the size of them, and I'm going to just transplant back into these now some of these Antitherianum, and also the geranium, because they're now getting too big for the pots that I've already planted them in. And so I'm just going to have to chance now that it's going to stay warm enough in the greenhouse for the geraniums to survive any frosts that we are still getting. So I've got 1, 2, 4 of these pots, and I'll see how far my compost will last to be able to get as many of them done as I can. I'm also really needing to plant out these, because they're again getting too big for the pots, but I'm afraid that if I put them out too soon, that they too will not survive any frosts. So I'll make a start with these. I'm probably going to put 2 geraniums in each, and then possibly 2 or 3 of these, and then hopefully they'll be okay. As I've done before, I'll just put a little bit of cardboard over the hole. That will soon begin to rot away once the compost is settled in there. So that's what one of them looks like, and I'll continue the process till I run out of pots or of plants, and then we'll just see how well these do come on by leaving them in the greenhouse. Once I've finished, I will soak them all with some water. I'm actually decided to put one of these pansies in the middle as well, because these two are needing to be potted somewhere extra. So if they can go in the middle of there and survive, that'll be a bonus. So that's 4 of them done now. I'll give them plenty of water, give them a good soaking, and leave them in the greenhouse where there is still a little bit of warmth overnight, and see what happens with them there.